Good day, Team SA Health. My name is Sharanu Patil. I work as a solution engineer here at Tableau. Today, I'm going to show you how visual analytics tools like Tableau are used for antimicrobial usage and resistance surveillance or study across the globe by multiple departments or even countries across the globe, and how it can help both health professionals as well as general public. Just to start with, I just wanted to show you a sample report of Australian Commission, which talks about antimicrobial use in the Australian hospitals. I mean, I'm sure you must have been familiar. So I just wanted to start off with this to show some of these sample reports captured to start with as a Excel sheet, and then we have some visuals to see how the total usage of antimicrobials across Australian states over time. Just to take this to a next step, I wanted to show you how global entities like WHO, they have this separate division called Global Antimicrobial Resistance and Use Surveillance System, which you can find there on their website. It tracks the antimicrobial usage and the data reported by countrywide. You can see this on their portal. To start with, I can change the country to see Australian data. This talks about data reported about for all these specimen and pathogen names. So how much data is collected, and also the overview, whether it's a community origin or hospital origin. This is all built in Tableau. You can see, you can download this workbook. This is embedded into the WHO's portal. This has information collected and sampled for all the countries you can see. So as a next step, I wanted to show you how this kind of reports can be built in Tableau. For example, as a next step, how do we see that in a visual manner? This particular dashboard on WHO's website shows by geography details on each of these continents, how data is collected over time and reported. So let us quickly talk about, how do we analyze this information in a easy to understandable manner by tools like Tableau. So for this, what I had done is I have created a sample dashboard in Tableau. So you can see this talks about antimicrobial usage and antimicrobial resistance data for some specific antimicrobials like amikacin and meropenem. So you can see this trend over time in this trend chart, and also I have captured by all the cities across Australia. So let me show you how easy to navigate into this information. For example, if I click on individual city, for example, if I click on Adelaide, I can see details on what is the AMU and AMR for the particular city here in Adelaide. Now, how easy it to build in a tool like Tableau is, tool like Tableau will provide you a simple, easy to use, and drag and drop way to analyze this particular data. So, as I can see, this is a dashboard which I built. If I want to analyze this particular information in tool like Tableau, I can just click on each city. So, this particular chart Tableau automatically pulls up because this data is captured. I can drag AMR to color and AMU to size, which clearly shows a city-wise data for me, as you can see from this dashboard. Now, if you are looking to enhance this experience, I can even go and create all these charts and add it to a beautiful looking dashboard. And also going to a next level, you can create your own data story by just dragging and dropping data story onto this chart, which you want a narrative about this entire thing. You can easily develop a narrative for executives or even general public to understand. So I can create a narrative of this entire chart here by clicking on data stories and showing this data story right here in this screen. So I can see the narrative about this particular chart. And as a public education, how I can take this to the next level is I can download this entire dashboard into either of these formats, PDF or even uh, PowerPoint. Or if you want to collaborate with other users who in your community or in your ecosystem who are developing this dashboard, you can add a snapshot of this particular dashboard and ask them to look at it, or change it, thus adding more interactivity and collaboration, just like your social media chat. Okay, so this adds the powerful interactivity into this whole discussion aspect. Or if you want to give the ability for end users to communicate and also ask the question right there in the context of the tool itself, so you can talk to the data. For example, this particular data source is published onto the portal. You can ask questions to this particular data. For example, if I click on this, we do provide something called ask data, using which you can ask questions for the unanswered questions onto this data. For example, I select AMR and it shows a visual number. You can even go by state. So I want to understand, okay, how is the AMR by state in Australia. It shows me a visual chart. By even you can just hover around. Tableau provides you a visual aid to understand it quite quickly. So this makes a lot of sense for people who don't who are non tech savvy people, who just want to ask questions. So staying in the context, Tableau will help you to understand these aspects of AMR and AMU. So the ultimate benefit is, how are we providing the um, easy to understand details within staying in the context for both general public as well as the health professional. Tool like Tableau will come very handy. So in summary, how does it help is, you can embed this dashboards into your portal, or give it to the end users to ask questions themselves or create their own content. So the ease of use, the ability to build your own analysis, staying in the context and asking the right questions to directly to the data you